Okay, I want to talk about the grip today. There's a lot of misconceptions in the grip because everybody has their own belief system on what's strong and what's weak. I like a quantitative, measurable way to know where the grip is, where the left hand is, and how it should work. And the reason being is you got to understand is I like to look at a lot of joint movements and biomechanics stuff. And so what happens is most people, when we stand naturally, you're going to see their thumb sets in. If this is 0 degrees and 90 would be this way, you're going to see that the left thumb is going to set in somewhere between 40 and 50 degrees. I go in between that and call it 45. When we do that, we're going to put our thumb on the grip. So if you take the grip and imagine 0 degrees, 360 degrees, we've got 90 here. I like the left thumb at 45. When you're at 45, you know that it's set right and it's measurable, it's quantitative. So you come in here, and the same thing is you set the club next to you right here. Just like you're standing, you're gonna notice your left hand wants to sit on it already at 45 degrees. If you take your left hand, you put it on top at 0 degrees, you're gonna feel pressure in your elbow right here. Same thing, if you turn it and put it 90, you're gonna feel pressure in that elbow there. This is very important for how we return the club. So what happens is when we set up, we're gonna put the left thumb at 45 degrees. The right hand's gonna set on and the palm's gonna cover so that the V's you make with your thumbs are gonna match. At that point in time, we set up and we got everything correctly, and the butt of the club should point at our left hip socket. That's how we know we have everything perfectly aligned at address. Okay, so now let's talk about if we get the left hand on top, what happens. When we get the left hand on top and get it 0 degrees, we're gonna get the club more in the palm of our hand. When we get it at 45 degrees, we're gonna see it's more down in the fingers. When it's more down in the fingers, I have leverage. But when I get it to 0, it's gonna be more in the palm of the hand. So you're gonna see right there, I'm gonna have in the palm more of a gap in my fingers. And what this is gonna lead to is a much higher club shaft angle at address. It's gonna point through your belly button, maybe even through your sternum area, because it's gonna get so high. What's gonna happen now is instead of rotation off the golf swing, the club is gonna lift. When it lifts, we have 0 wrist cock and 0 shoulder turn. And when it lifts, it's also gonna open. So now we gotta try to close it on the way down. This is a very weak position, and this is why I do not believe that the thumb should ever be on top. I don't like the thumb less than about 35 degrees ever playing golf. I'd rather see it at 45 or 50, especially if you're beginning, because it's gonna make such a huge difference on leverage of the club.